pass up today might never come again.
I already know what it is. New opportunity.
Reading this, someone else is taking the action you've been delaying. They're doing the work. They're building the life you're only dreaming about. And if you're not careful, they're going to take everything you want simply because they didn't wait. So ask yourself, what are you waiting for? What's stopping you from starting right now? The excuses you've been holding on to, they're not real. The fear you've let control you, it's an illusion. Today is the only day you have. This moment is the only moment you own. And if you waste it...
Salute. You already know what it is. No words need to be said, bro. You already know. New week. We here. We here. I'm currently on my way home. All right, that's what's up. What you got into today, bro? I just got back not too long ago. I had to make a couple of plays, but we back home, back to the grind. Just getting it in, man. That's it. Let's go. Yeah, we got to. We got to. Got to get ready for the gym. Let's go. Get that work in. Get that work in. Consistency is all that matters, bro. New week, so we gotta come off attacking strong. Gotta attack.
But what happened when tomorrow came? Did you start? Or did you find another excuse to delay? The truth is, tomorrow is a mirage. It's a comforting illusion that lets you avoid responsibility for today. And the more you buy into it, the further you drift from the life you want. Every day you wait, you're training yourself to accept mediocrity.
It's 50.
You're teaching your mind that it's okay to settle.
Yo,
to push things off.
I be doing so many push-ups. It's crazy. Because I already did 200 today. And this about to be another 100 right here. So that's going to be 300 in total. On top of the workout that I already got to do. So we getting right on it daily. Top tier attitude. Hey, you said it best. Your attitude determines your altitude. So that's all I live by now, man. You think positive, you get positive things. You think negative, you get negative things. You gotta be positive even in the negative situations because, bro, negativity ain't gonna bring you nothing. Ain't gonna bring you nothing but more negativity. I'd rather give myself a 50% chance, bro, other than 0.
When the timing is right, when you have more resources, when you feel more confident. But here's the reality. The perfect moment doesn't exist. Conditions will never be ideal. There will always be obstacles, doubts, and challenges. If you're waiting for the stars to align, you're going to be waiting forever. Success doesn't come to those who wait. It comes to those who act. It comes to those who decide that their dreams are
7,
more than
30 more.
Stop waiting for permission to stop. Stop waiting for someone to come along and tell you it's okay to chase your goals.
You see? You see? You can't get nothing. You can't get nothing, but, you know, we hide them. We hide them. Let's keep it simple. What you say, high user? High user and high user. They don't know about that. They don't know about this. That's why they hate, because they can't relate to this. They can't relate to this. So we get them out of there. Straight like that. And we continue to hit the push-ups. Straight like that. Straight like that.
Waiting for the right moment. Waiting for motivation. Waiting for a sign. Imagine the regret of knowing that you could have done so much more. If only you'd
20 more to go. I guarantee you, a good majority of dudes that hate on me, they probably stick figures in real life. I'm not even gonna lie to you. They probably look like stick figures. So that's probably why they hate. I don't know. Because me personally, I wouldn't join somebody's live hating on them just because they're working out. Why would I join somebody's live and say, oh man, you look weak. You probably can't do this amount of push-ups. Blah, 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 blah. Why would I do that? That makes no sense at all whatsoever. These people are crazy. I'm stick figured. That's unfortunate. You should change that. I mean, even if you are stick figured, there's nothing wrong with being stick figure. Just don't be hating on people. Like that's my whole thing. Just don't be weird. Cause I'm like, hey, God made us all differently. We could change the way we look. It's nothing saying that we can't, but don't try to bring other people down just because you're miserable. It just doesn't make sense to me at all. Keep like exactly Dragon Ball Z mindset. Dragon Ball Z. Oh, you know I'm not even gonna respond to that, bro. I'm gonna just get through it. I gotta get these last 20 out.
Action is the antidote to fear. It's the cure for procrastination. When you take action, you prove to yourself that you're capable. You build confidence. You create momentum. And with momentum, anything is possible. Every great achievement in history started with a single step. The people who change the world aren't the ones who sit around waiting. They're the ones who get up, show up, and do the work.
That's it.
They're the
Push-ups
ones who
done.
understand that action is the bridge between dreams
And we got
and
lunges.
reality.
And we got lunges.
What your life could look like if you
105 lunges. Easy money.
visualize
Easy
yourself
money.
in years' time.
See? It's crazy. You know, because I want to... Oh, man, I want to hide this person from the channel so bad. Because that's weird. I got to get him out of here, bro. I got to get him out of here. Maybe if there was so many people in here commenting at the same time, I probably wouldn't have to. But just me looking at that comment, it's crazy work. It's crazy work. So, me personally, I don't want to look at that. I mean, I appreciate the compliment, but I think that was a dude who said that. So, I don't rock that way. So, you just got to go. You just got to go. You got to go. I just want to get these lunges in, bro. That's all I care about. It just stays. That's what I'm saying. It just stays up there. So you know, like I could turn this into a motivational quote right here. So if you got something you don't like looking at, you gotta take the action and you gotta make that change. I had to take the action to get that dude off the channel because I don't like looking at that comment. So you know, this is my channel. If I don't like looking at something, I'm gonna make the change. I'm gonna just get you out of here because the viewers don't want to look at that. I know you don't want to look at that. You probably think it's funny. I'm looking at, I'm like, yo, that's just really weird. So, you know, you just gotta go. You just gotta go. But on to these lunges though.
Don't let it slip away. Rise up.
Rise up.
And remember, the only time you truly have is this moment. Make it count. Let me tell you something right now. Nothing worth having comes easy. You've heard it before, but have you really let it sink in?
5,
Success isn't handed out for free.
6,
It's earned with blood, sweat,
7,
and tears. It's forged in those early
8,
mornings when the alarm clock screams, and you have to decide whether to hit snooze or hit the ground running.
10,
The grind is what separates the winners from the quitters. The grind is where you find out
2,
what you're made of. It's in the hours no one
3,
sees, the effort no one acknowledges,
4,
the sacrifices no one else is willing to make.
5,
That's where greatness is born.
6,
Let me be clear. Grinding isn't just about working
7,
hard. It's about consistency.
8,
It's about showing up every single day,
9,
whether you feel like it or not. It's about
10.
pushing past
That's 20
anger,
right there.
ignoring distractions,
1,
and staying focused on the goal, no
2,
matter how far away it seems. That's
3,
the grind. And the grind will pay off.
4,
If you're ready to stop dreaming and start grinding,
5,
hit that subscribe button now. Let's
6,
build your path to greatness together. Let's go.
7,
You know what most people get wrong?
8,
They think success is about motivation.
9,
They wait for that spark of inspiration to get started.
3,
But motivation is unreliable.
1,
It comes and goes like the wind.
2,
Discipline, on the other hand, is unshakable.
3,
It's what keeps you moving forward when motivation fades.
4,
Discipline is waking up early when your body screams for sleep. Discipline is saying no
6,
to temptations when everyone around you is indulging.
7,
Discipline is doing the work when you're tired, frustrated, and overwhelmed. Ask yourself, are you disciplined?
4,
Are you doing what needs to be done, even when it's hard, boring or uncomfortable?
You change in
If
1
the
year,
answer is no,
and even when it's
then you've
dark
already
out,
found the problem.
the sun shall shine.
The grind
Exactly.
doesn't care about your
You got to
feelings.
keep that hope
It
alive.
doesn't care about
Keep
your
the hope alive that
excuses.
you're going to see the sun again.
If you're serious about
Because you
success,
are going to see the sun again.
discipline is an
But you
option.
got to stay in the fight, though.
It's mandatory.
That's why I say,
Let's get real for a moment.
stay focused on the end goal. The end goal is all that matters.
It's going to hurt.
You go through all these.
You're going to have
I gotta
to
turn him
give
down
up.
because he over talking me,
Time
low
with
key.
friends,
He over talking me.
endless hours
But yeah, man, you gotta stay focused on that end goal. Anything can happen in the present. Anything can happen while you on a journey. But how are you going to deal with that? Did you forget about what you was going to do in the future? Did you forget about all the things that you wanted for yourself? What about all of that? You were so excited talking about your dreams. You were so excited talking about your goals. But one little mishap occurs, and now you want to stop everything. Now you want to cry. Now you want to complain. Nah, bro. You got to stay focused. You got to stay locked in until you get what you've been working for. You think if one of my videos does bad, you think I'm just going to stop uploading? No. Because I got multiple videos that did good before. And multiple videos that did bad before, they ended up doing good over time. So I played a long-term game. I don't got time, bro. Actually, I do got time, and I'm going to use it effectively. But back to these lunges, though. I'll turn them up now. I'm done monologuing. All right, but
consistency is doing the right thing over and over again until success becomes inevitable.
2,
But here's the catch.
3,
Consistency is hard. It's boring. It's
4,
repetitive. And that's exactly why most people
5,
they get excited, start strong,
6,
and then fizzle out when the grind gets tough.
7,
Don't be like them. Commit to consistency.
8,
Be relentless. Be unshaken.
9,
Because the grind will pay off. But only if
50.
you stick with it. Your mindset is everything.
1,
It's the difference between quitting and persevering.
2,
Between giving up and giving your all.
3,
If you don't believe you can succeed, you've already
4,
lost. The grind is just as much mental
5,
as it is physical. It's about training your
6,
mind to push past limits, to embrace challenges,
7,
and to see failure as a stepping stone to success.
8,
When your body wants to quit, your
9,
mind has to say, not today.
60,
Obstacles block your path. Your mind has to find a
1,
way around them. You are your biggest enemy
2,
and your greatest ally.
3,
Control your thoughts, and you control your destiny.
4,
Adopt a winner's mindset.
5,
See every setback as an opportunity to grow stronger.
6,
See every challenge as a chance to prove yourself.
7,
And remember this.
8,
The only thing standing between you and success
9,
is the story you keep telling yourself.
7,
Change the story, and you change your life.
1,
Let me tell you what's waiting for you on the other
2,
side of the grind. It's not just
3,
success. It's not just money
4,
or recognition.
5,
It's pride. It's the
6,
satisfaction of knowing you gave it your all.
7,
It's the confidence that comes from earning everything you
8,
have. The grind will teach you more than
9,
any book, class, or mentor ever could.
80.
It will teach you resilience. It will teach you patience. It will
Y'all ever
teach
just
you
been
how
so
to
locked
hard
in
work.
to the point where
It will stay with you
you forget where you at
shaping you
and you forget everything that's going on? That's how it just was, bro.
finally reach your goals.
I was really in the zone.
Grind with gratitude. You'll realize that the struggle wasn't a barrier to success. It was the foundation of it. The grind will pay off.
Time and patience is all you need for progression.
So what
Some people don't realize that everything isn't meant to happen immediately. Exactly. If it would have happened instantly, you probably wasn't even ready for that. God is never going to give us too much that we can't handle. Whatever we're dealing with right now, that's a test from God, and we just got to pass that. So before we start asking for too much, we gotta handle what's on our plate right now. We gotta handle everything that we're dealing with right now. We gotta deal with these challenges. We gotta deal with these trials. We gotta deal with these tribulations. because only then that's going to determine
Let's face it,
where
you can feel
that's going to determine where we really are in life. That's really what's going to happen.
others understand.
So you just got to trust the process.
Friends are out having fun,
I understand
home working on
you might want it right now, but
while others are
maybe you're just not ready for it right now.
taking in the
You
hours.
probably just got to train a little bit more. And everybody has to train. Everybody has to get ready. Everybody got to get ready for that title fight of their life. Everybody has to. It's not just you. I got to do it. You got to do it. Everybody got to do it.
They'll say you're wasting your time.
You grinding, my boy. I got to head out. All right, my boy. Catch you later, bro. I appreciate you for stopping in. You already know.
Let them.
You already know.
Because one
Get that working in the gym, bro.
will be the ones clapping for you when you've made it.
I'm going to get back to these lunges.
Except for the people in the crowd.
Yes, sir.
And that's the point. If you want extraordinary results, you can't live in
20 more.
You
Let
have
me
to
get
make
to these
peace with
sit-ups.
the loneliness, the sacrifices, and the hard decisions.
All right, let's win.
The grind isn't a punishment; it's a privilege. It's
2,
your ticket to greatness. Here's the
3,
truth about the grind: it's going to test you.
4,
It's going to push you to your limits. There
5,
will be days when you feel like you're making no progress.
6,
Days when you question whether it's all worth it.
7,
Days when you want to quit.
8,
Expect setbacks. Expect failure.
9,
Expect moments of doubt.
10,
That's all part of the process.
1,
But here's the thing. Every
2,
challenge you face is an opportunity to
3,
grow. Every failure is a chance to
4,
learn. Every obstacle is a test of
5,
your commitment. Don't let the challenges
6,
break you. Let them build you.
7,
Let them make you stronger, tougher,
8,
and more determined.
9,
Embrace the struggle. Because the struggle
20.
is what
Got
makes
5
the
more.
success worth it.
1,
Let me tell you something about hard work.
2,
It's undefeated. You can have all the
3.
talent in the world, but without hard work,
4.
it's nothing. Talent might give you a head
5.
start, but
Wait,
hard
hold
work
up.
will take you across the finish line.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. Easy money.
There's no magic formula.
Eric, man, it's FLS. Yes, sir. Getting the good work, brother. Don't get bitter. Get better. You know, we getting better every day, man. Can't get bitter. There's no benefits in being bitter. Only thing that you get out of being bitter is hating on other people. And that's just spreading negativity. And you don't need to do that. I feel like my job is to get people to understand that a negative mindset is not the way. You don't need to think negative. You could think positive and still win. Even if you're going through some crazy times, you could still think positive. You could still make things happen. People may hate on you for thinking positive. People may hate on you for being optimistic, but who really cares though? You got to do this for you. You got to do this for you.
You water it, you care for it, and you wait.
You got to do this for you. Everything that I do is for me. It's for the people around me, and that's it. I don't care about validations from others. If I cared about validation from others, I'd be doing what everybody else likes to see. I do things that's going to make me better. I do things that people really need. And people need motivational content. I'm here for that. I'm here for that. And I'm not going to stop pushing it. I'm not selling out. I'm going to stay strong. I'm going to stay true to my word. I'm going to stay focused until I get what I've been working for. So I got 110 sit-ups. About to lock in. About to get it done. And afterwards, we're going to go outside, get some jump ropes in. Y'all know. All right.
And stop looking for excuses. When you eliminate excuses, you eliminate limits.
4,
You free yourself to focus on what matters.
6,
You take control of your destiny.
8,
So the next time you catch yourself making an excuse,
10,
remember this.
1,
You're better than that.
2,
You're capable of more. Keep grinding.
4, 5,
The most beautiful thing about the
6,
grind,
7,
it's not just about what you achieve. It's about who you become in the process.
20,
The grind
1,
transforms you.
2,
It molds you into a stronger, smarter,
4,
and more resilient version
5,
of yourself.
6,
Every challenge you
7,
overcome, every
8,
sacrifice you make,
9,
every hour you put in,
3,
it all
1,
adds up. It shapes your character. It builds your confidence. It gives you the tools to handle anything life throws at you. The grind isn't just about reaching a goal. It's about becoming the kind of person who can achieve anything. So, don't just grind for the results. Grind for the growth. Grind for the transformation. Grind for the person you're destined to become. What kind of legacy do you want to leave behind? What do you want people to remember?
60 more to go.
When it's all said and done, will they see you
Yes, sir.
who settled for average?
Push and grind every day. Exactly. Respect. Appreciate you, Just.
Grind isn't just about
Appreciate you.
it's about your
Time to go get it. Exactly. You know.
and everyone
Back in action, killing. Oh, you know. It's a new week. It's Monday. We gotta go at it. We gotta go at it, bro. These haters want us to stop. They don't want us to be great. I had a guy in here earlier. He talking about some weak arms, bro. I got him out the live so quick, bro. I saw it. I'm like, nah, he gotta go. He gotta go. Cause like, why you being weird? Why you being weird? Like, yo,
just doesn't come cheap.
people really hate on a good thing. And I just always think back to Jesus. I'm like, bro, he was really trying to do a good thing and they killed him for it.
Think about it.
So it's like, I'm not even surprised when people get like that. I'm really not. So, yeah, moral of the story, we getting it in. So it's good to see you.
This will cost you late
It's
night.
good to see you, man.
It will cost you comfort and convenience. It will cost you friendships, social outings, and the approval of others.
All right,
But here's the
let's
truth.
win.
The price of greatness is always worth it.
2,
The
3,
pain of discipline is temporary, but the
5,
pain of regret lasts
6,
forever.
7,
When you feel like quitting,
8,
remind yourself why you started.
60,
Remind yourself
1,
of the vision you're chasing,
2,
the goals
3,
you set, the
4,
life you want to create.
5, 6,
This isn't for the faint of
7,
heart.
8,
If you're willing to pay the price, it's yours for
7,
the taking.
1,
Failure is
2,
not the opposite of success.
3,
It's part of the journey.
5,
Too many people let
6,
failure define them.
7,
They let one mistake,
8,
one
9,
setback, or one loss
8.
convince them to give up. But failure is only final if you let it be. Every failure is a lesson. Every setback
Serious,
is an
bro.
opportunity to grow. The most successful
Another troll.
people didn't get there by avoiding failure.
Well,
They got there by learning from it.
haters, man, you gotta avoid
They
them.
got there by failing.
Like the Subway Surfer dude.
Don't fear failure.
Bro,
Fear stands
I'm sorry, man. You spamming way too many emojis. I'm over here trying to read what 400 is saying. I can't even see that because you spamming all these emojis, bro. I'm gonna need you to chill out with that. I don't want to kick you, but
learn from it.
just cool off on that.
Fire. Because the grind will pay off. But only if
They
you
really trolling.
fail along the way.
I had a couple of trolls in here.
Without a clear vision.
You see, they never listen.
Why you're going there.
They never listen, man.
Your vision
I don't
is
get
your
it.
compass.
I use on the channel.
Keeps you focused when
Get 'em outta here.
distractions arise. What keeps
Get them out of here.
you when the road gets tough.
Get them out of here. Yo, it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me. You wanna?
Write it down.
I don't get it, bro. People just want attention. They really just fiend for attention, and I don't get it.
A vision is
He glazing like a crispy.
it's about creating a picture of your future.
He glazing like a Krispy Kreme donut.
Can't help but chase it.
He glazing like a Krispy Kreme donut.
Let it be your reminder that the grind is real.
See, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. Now you see what I mean, bro. It never stops.
And nothing
It never stops. I'm over here trying to hit these sit-ups, but I gotta work overtime and I gotta go back and forth.
we push through.
That's like the second person, bro. Not even second, the third person.
Yourself that you're capable.
We had the hater,
And that's where
we had the
your
weirdo,
confidence comes from.
and we had the troll. So,
It's not about thinking you're better than others.
just sit back and watch the show, bro, because this is what happens on Grind Life Productions. You want to do a good thing, but people just want to troll. So, nobody takes anything serious anymore. I don't get it. I don't get it. It's a simple thing I'm trying to do, but this is what we got to deal with. But I just thank God for the opportunity, man. I just thank God for the opportunity, bro. I'm just move accordingly.
Because confidence is earned, not given.
30 more.
Distractions are everywhere. Social media, Netflix,
1,
endless scrolling.
2,
It's all designed to pull your attention away from what really matters.
5,
If you want to succeed, you have to learn to focus. You have to cut out the noise and zero in on your goals. Focus isn't just about working hard. It's about working smart. It's about prioritizing what's important and ignoring what's not. It's about saying no to the things that don't serve your vision. When they're tempting, ask yourself, what's distracting you? What's holding you back? Identify it. Eliminate it. Focus on what matters. Because every second you spend on distraction is a second you're stealing.
That's it. That's all for those sit-ups, man. Man, they be craving. They really do be craving it. That's what they want. That's what they want. They want to get blocked so bad. They want to get blocked so bad. I don't. Honestly, that couldn't be me. That couldn't be me. Ace, you know we getting money. You already know, bro. You already know. I'm about to get these sneakers on. We about to head outside. Ace, I don't know if you was here for it, but we had a couple of trolls. We got 3 so far, so like, you know, we sniping them like it's Call of Duty, bro. We sniping them like it's Call of Duty. We ain't playing no games today. We ain't playing no games today, man. I'm telling you, they on timing. They on timing on Monday. I guess they on the grind too. They on the grind too. I don't know what grind they on, but they on something. They most definitely on something, bro. Hey man, this is humorous to me. Long as they working. Long as they working. Shoot, I guess this they 9 to 5, bruh. As long as they working, yeah, they can do whatever they want. They can do whatever they want. Keep you sharp. Yeah. They grinding on something. They grinding on something. Hey man, this getting treacherous out here, bro. I say you see something new every day. You see something new every day, man. It never fails. It never fails. You really gotta watch them. These dudes really be suspect out here. So it's like you never know. You never know. They could come off cool, but then like they'll just blindside you, and you'll be like, "Whoa, see, why you have to do that?" Now I gotta get rid of you. Now I gotta get rid of you. Thought you was chilling. One guy came in here spamming like so many emojis and stuff. I told him to chill out. I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt. I said, yo, chill out with all that. What does he proceed to do? 2 more emojis. So I'm like, okay, you want to get blocked? You don't want to be on the channel no more? Hey, that's not on me. That's on you. They be riding the bull too much and taking turns. Like, bro, let off. They don't know how. They don't know how. They don't know how. That's all they know. That's all they know. All they know is, yeah, they started all this. I don't know if my connection just cut out, but I gotta get all my stuff so we could move. About to head outside, you feel me? Get this outside work. Get this jump rope in. Wonder what on 3 different exercises too, they started coming crazy. I wonder what they're gonna do for the jump ropes. I wonder if anybody gonna turn up on the jump ropes. That's what I want to see. I don't know why I keep going now. But you know, like cannabis, they always try to eat you up by any means. They go by cannabis. Shoot, bro, they don't got no morals, bro. They don't got no morals. Hey, when it comes down to getting people out of here, putting them on that block list, I don't got no morals either. I don't got no morals either, man. That's what they want. Even if you're the same species as them, they don't care. They don't care at all, whatsoever. Whatsoever. They do not care, man. Shoot, they gonna get you one way or the other, or at least they gonna try. They gonna try. They gonna try me every time. They gonna get blocked every time. Only real ones in this live. Only the real could relate. Only you know what's going on. They be like, I got these cheeseburgers, man. Yo, they got them cheeseburgers, man. Nah, they could keep them cheeseburgers, bro. I ain't buying. Man. They could keep it. They could keep it. You know what? Boy, now I gotta put on that Denzel, bro. I gotta put on that Denzel for these dudes, bro. We gotta let them know. Denzel Washington motivation. Let them know what's up. 10-minute jump ropes. We're gonna put them on game for the one time. It's about to get real. I remember that movie. Oh yeah, bro, that movie was comedy, bro. What was the name? Don't Be a Menace. Yeah, Don't Be a Menace. Yo, that joint was comedy, bro. I gotta watch that again. I might watch that tonight. Bro. Might watch it tonight. We gonna be on that. Shoot, if my timer could pull up, can I get the timer, please? Can I get the timer? No, I don't think my computer want to give me the timer, but oh, no, I think we good. 10 minutes. Denzel motivation. About to put him on game. If this 10 minutes long, then we ready. Or more than 10 minutes, I could rock with that too. You know, I'm just throw this one on, bro. Why not? The Wayne's, Jim Carrey, Martin Lawrence. They really are. Yo, I've been watching My Wife and Kids. Well, what was that Wayne bro's name? Damon Wayne. Yo, he's comedy. I'm watching that like whenever I'm eating, man. That show be having me crying, bro. That show be having me crying every time. Every time. Okay. Can we load up? Are we major?
Brothers, that kind of love,
Yeah,
that
we
kind
major.
of one-sided loyalty,
We major.
It's emotional slavery.
It's about to get
It's
serious up
spiritual
in here,
theft,
man.
And you're done.
All right.
You stop sacrificing
Got
your
the wood out
sanity
here
for people
too.
who feed on your pain.
Catch a quick
You
swig.
stopped explaining your heart to people who were never listening. You are not their bandage. You are not their rescue mission. You are a human being who deserves to be held, heard, and healed too. There was a time when your love was so unconditional it had boundaries.
Who's the mask?
You gave and gave until you couldn't and left. You said yes when your heart was screaming no. You stayed when every part of you wanted to leave. You bled just to keep others warm. But now you see it clearly.
About to get real.
Love without boundaries becomes self-destruction.
Alright.
Compassion without boundaries, emotional burnout. You learned it the hard way. Through the wondering what more you could have done. Through the ache of always being there for people who couldn't be there for you. You're not giving up on people. You're choosing your
As with the green. Yeah, I know about that.
From now on, you
I gotta
protect your
rewatch that.
peace
I ain't
like
watched
your
that
life
in a minute.
depends on it because it
My
does.
cousin put to that jump was
Earned your changed.
the fumes. This is a grind right now. This is a dog fight. Y'all witnessing a man going through a dog fight.
You remembered. You remembered your worth. You remembered you deserve reciprocity. And you remembered that love isn't just about how much you can give, it's how much you can receive. The moment you stop bleeding, you stop being useful to them. That's how you know their love was conditional, their support was transactional, their loyalty was fake. And instead of their approval, you've chosen peace. You've chosen solitude over manipulation. You've chosen truth over performance. And now, you're no longer addicted to pain. You're no longer romanticizing struggle. You want soft love, peaceful love, mutual love. And if it doesn't feel like home, you're not walking into it. You're done setting yourself on fire to keep others warm. You've outgrown that version of you and you're not going back. You wore a cape for so long you forgot what it felt like to just be human.
That's a critical
You
exercise.
became everybody's hero, everybody's emergency call, everybody's emotion. sponge, and all you ever wanted in return was honesty,
Some water real
effort,
quick. Quick
love.
swig.
Instead, they took your super
Jim
powers
Carrey.
for granted. They
Bro.
assumed you'd always
You
bear,
watch Step
always
Brothers?
forgiving, always
Step
fixing,
Brothers is
always
comedy.
bleeding for their mistakes. But you're not bleeding anymore.
It's Jim Carrey
You're
and this other
healing
dude.
now. You're learning how to put the cape down
My
and
sister
say,
put me onto that.
I'm not okay either. I need help too.
That shit was hilarious,
Guess what?
bro.
It can make you
That's
weak.
another gem.
It makes you whole.
That
You've carried the weight
Baby
of everyone
Boy.
else's world.
That was
It's time
funny.
to carry your own peace.
And,
you're not their therapist. You're not their
there's another
parent.
one, too.
You're not their
Friday.
fixer. You're a person who deserves
Classic.
the same love you give so freely. So now you protect your heart. You filter your energy. You choose you. Not out of spite, not out of bitterness, but out of wisdom. Because now you know not everyone is worthy of your bleeding. And not everyone deserves access to the most tender parts of you. It's crazy how the people you've cried for, prayed for, fought for, those same people turned their backs the moment you were in need. When you were in pieces, they offered silence. When you needed a hug, they gave you distance. When you needed grace, they gave you judgment. And still, for the longest time, you made excuses for them. You told yourself, maybe they don't know how to show love. But deep down, you knew. They knew how to receive it. They just didn't know how to return it. And now, you've stopped pretending that one-sided loyalty is noble. You've stopped playing the You've stopped bleeding for people who would watch you die and still ask you for more. That's not love, that's exploitation. And now,
Yo, I'm
you're
up in
reclaiming your power. You're giving your love
Yo,
to
I'm
the
telling
version
you,
of you who waited for it
the
longest.
middle of the summer.
Yourself. That's where the
Probably.
healing begins. That's where the bleeding stops.
Well, nah, probably at the.
You're no longer chasing
Like that
people who don't
beginning,
care
like
if you
around, like,
collapse.
June,
You're walking
July.
toward peace, purpose, and
We gonna be
people who
looking
know how
like
to hold you when you
superheroes,
need it
bro.
most.
We kind of already
This
are.
season of your life is
but
not about who left.
it's about to
who
get even
stayed.
critical,
It's not
or
about
even
what you
more
lost.
crazier,
It's
bro.
about what you're gaining. You're gaining clarity. You're gaining strength. You're gaining peace.
We stay
and
on
more
this,
than anything, you're gaining
we
you.
gonna be good.
Heal you.
We stay
The one who
locked in.
stopped bleeding and started
gonna
building.
be good.
The one who stopped rescuing
It's
and
only
started
just a
rising.
pattern.
You spent
Well, a
so much of
matter
your life
of
being everything to everyone, you
just
forgot
getting
what it
done
felt
showing
like to
up
just
every
be
day.
enough for yourself.
But we
But
got
now,
that though.
you've remembered. You've remembered that your value isn't in how much pain you can endure. It's in how much peace you can protect. You're not in survival mode anymore. You're not shrinking, sacrificing, or suffering just to feel loved. You're done with the bleeding. You're done with the performing. You're done with the proving. You are enough. And from now on, you only bleed for your purpose, not for people who wouldn't flinch if you flatlined. This is your healing era. This is your freedom era. And it begins the moment you say, no more. You've cried all the tears, carried all the burdens, worn every scar, but now, you wear those scars like armor, not wounds. Because they remind you of who you are.
Locked in.
They remind you of what you've survived. And they remind you that not a single drop of your love was wasted, it was just misplaced.
Let's go.
Now, you're not bitter, you're better. You're
See,
not
not
angry,
bitter.
you're aware.
You're better.
You see things clearly now. You see who
Can't be
clapped
bitter.
for you only when they
All we
needed
can do is
something.
get
You
better.
see who disappeared when
That's
you
all
had
we
nothing
got.
left to give.
That's all we got.
And you're not even mad about it.
Forget the validation.
You're grateful. Because the bleeding made you wise, the pain made you powerful, the abandonment made you present. And now, you're not afraid to walk alone because you're walking whole. You don't need permission to rest. You don't need validation to heal. You're not everybody's savior anymore. You're your own sanctuary now. And the version of you who used to bleed just to be loved, they're gone. In their place is someone stronger, someone freer, someone who finally understands
2 minutes.
your love
2
is
minutes
sacred,
strong.
your peace is
2 minutes
priceless,
tougher.
and your
2
healing
minutes
is
better.
unstoppable. There was a time you thought life was just happening to you, that you were stuck in a story someone else wrote. The heartbreak, the betrayal, the abandonment, it all felt like chapters you never agreed to. You sat in silence, wondering why people kept leaving, why the world kept bruising you, why no one ever stayed long enough to help you heal. And somewhere along the way, you started believing you were powerless, that you were born to suffer, to survive, but never to thrive. But look at you now. You're still standing. And not just standing, you're awake. Awake to the truth that the pen has always been in your hand. You were never just a character in someone else's script. You're the author now. You don't have to replay the same pages. You don't have to accept pain as your identity. Yes, the trauma shaped you, but it didn't own you.
Let's get it.
You doesn't define who you become. And from this moment forward, you stop being the victim, being the narrator. Your voice matters.
No more victims.
Your choices, your story matters. And it's not over. It's just getting powerful. You've been through things people wouldn't survive. You've been the hero in a battle no one even knew you were fighting. You've cried
jump
yourself
rope
to
actually
sleep and
got
woke up
weights in it.
pretending everything was fine.
That's why it's so.
You've carried burdens that weren't yours.
That's why this
Fixed
is a good
people who
workout.
never you and rebuilt
I'm
yourself
show you
more
guys.
times than you count. And yet, they still it's too much, too emotional. But the truth is, you were never weak. You were human. You were fighting battles behind your smile. You were being strong for everyone except yourself. But you've changed. You've awakened. And now, you're reclaiming the pen.
And then
You're
5.
done letting people write your worth in marks too small for your greatness. Done letting your past dictate your future. Done letting pain narrate your purpose. You've realized that the story you tell yourself about yourself is the most important one. And from now on, it won't be a story of lack, of fear, of waiting. It will be a story of power, of reclaiming, of rising. You're not the victim, you're the creator.
30 seconds left.
And the next chapter? It's got your soul in every sentence. They tried to write your ending too early, said you'd never make
Fight
it.
through that pain.
Laughed at your dreams, turned their backs when you needed them most. And you internalized that for a while. Thought maybe they were right. Maybe your voice wasn't loud enough, your light wasn't bright enough, your soul wasn't strong
Do this.
enough. But now you see what they
I'm starting
couldn't.
to that bell go off.
You were never broken.
Gotta
You were
fight to the
becoming.
last round.
Every disappointment
Fight
was
to the last
preparing you.
round.
Every rejection was
15
redirection.
seconds. Fuck.
Every tear
Fuck it.
was watering the
Mess
roots
up.
of a version of you that
Get
would
back
one
on
day
it.
grow tall enough to reach your own freedom.
back on it.
That day is here. You're not waiting
Keep
for
on
someone to
fighting.
rescue you
To
anymore.
the
You're
end.
not looking for external approval. You've
To the
taken the
end.
pen and said, this is my life, and I'll write it how I damn well please. Your
on
pain
fighting
no
till I
longer
mess up.
has editing rights. Your critics
Still on it.
no longer have a seat at the table. You've stopped
All right.
auditioning for roles you already own.
not-
You are the writer,
What's
the
up,
speaker,
dude? Nice
the
work.
architect. And your voice is shaking the room now.
That down.
Not in anger,
Try to keep jumping.
but in clarity.
You mess up so you keep the
You
rhythm.
used to search for
For
someone
sure,
to
bro. I
rewrite the
appreciate
story
that.
for you.
See,
A
that's what I
savior, a
like.
friend, a lover.
That's what I like. If you're gonna criticize, at least give
You've been waiting for,
a
the one with the
proper
strength to rise, the one with the
and
reason.
respectful solution. Because guys like to criticize and not give no solutions. Like, how are you gonna do that? But like, you don't have no helpful information. You just trying to hate. You just trying to get a rise out of people. Like, why would you want to do that? Why would you want to do that? So I appreciate that, bro. But yeah, got that done. Getting into work. Dude, you're doing great. I appreciate